Good. We've got Missouri head coach Eli Drinkwitz. If you have a question, please use the raise hand function. Go ahead, Mitchell 40.
Eli, I know I'm sure not the night you wanted from the run defense. What did you see? Was there any specific issue with the defensive front, or was it just a matter of a few different things? Or what did you see there?
We got our butt whipped up front and weren't able to stop the run. I mean, until I watched the film, I'm not sure exactly what happened.
And Eric Blum.
Coach, what do you think about Connor's performance tonight? Just looking at how he played, and I know he got the interception right at the beginning, but just overall, what do you think about his game?
I mean, he did enough to keep us in the game. Obviously, I wish we had the interception back. It was a bad play call. I thought he did a nice job managing, some of the aggressiveness we took down the field, and he took check downs. He did a nice job managing it with the feet, but at the end of the day, it wasn't good enough. We had a chance, to drive it down and win the game. We didn't get it done, and I didn't give him a good enough play call.
Andrew Kaufman.
Coach, just what you think of the way your team kept? It seemed like you made the plays when you needed to make the play. I know you didn't end up winning the game, but
yeah,
kind of blocked
I'm proud of my football team. Really freaking proud of them. I mean, they fought their butt off in a hostile crowd, down. Didn't start the game the way we wanted to. The second half didn't start the way we wanted to. They freaking fought their butt off, blocked a field goal, and gave us a chance to win the game. We didn't get it done, but there's no reason to hang our heads. There's no reason to panic. Anybody needs to panic or jump on Twitter and go crazy. Like, relax. It's week 2 on the road night SEC football game versus a good opponent. We had a chance to win. We didn't get it done. We'll go back to work tomorrow, and we'll go to fixing it. And that's what we're going to do. Lot of football season left. Whole heck of a lot of football season left. And I tell you what, I saw a bunch of fighters in that locker room. A bunch of friggin' fighters on the sideline, and that's a football team that's going to continue to improve and get better. They're going to fight to improve and get better. I don't know how many games we're going to win, but I know we're going to fight.
Dave Matter.
Hey, Eli, I know it's hard to get big plays against this Kentucky defense, but tonight you really had to have kind of a controlled passing game. The tight ends were more involved, I guess. What do you think of the way that you had to methodically move the ball up and down the field to have a chance?
Yeah, I mean, Kentucky, if they get a lead, that's how they play defense. They don't have to be aggressive. They can keep everything in front of them, and that's what we were prepared for, and it's how the game was dictated.
Benjamin Hodgman.
Hey, Eli, you mentioned the battle up front, but just in general, can you describe what Kentucky was doing offensively that maybe not threw you guys for a loop, but was difficult for you guys to contain?
I mean, they got out on the pin and pull on the first half. They got out on a jet sweep in the first half. Then they were running inside zone. We weren't able to pound the A gap. We were trying to spike the end across the tight end's face. We weren't getting it done. So, I mean, we had all kinds of issues.
Mitchell 40.
It looked like Connor was hurting on those last few plays. Was there any conversation with him about potentially pulling him out of the game?
I mean, he got hit. It's SEC football. He's going to be sore. No, he's fine. He'll be sore tomorrow, but more importantly, we'll be pissed off because we lost.
Mason Arneson.
Hey, Coach, Kentucky converted all of its third downs in the first half, but your defense turned things around in the second half to force some punts. What was the defense doing in the second half that they didn't do in those first half scenarios?
I mean, in the first half, we had a couple of times where we didn't get the TE stunt, where the tackle didn't keep contained. That was the first third down of the second, or the second third down, second drive. Didn't play zone coverage very well when we mixed it in. They hit the end cut, which is their number one pass concept on third down. I mean, we didn't do very much of anything right.
Andrew Kaufman.
Coach, it was your first road SEC game with a full crowd. Just what did you think of the atmosphere and just the action?
Yeah, I mean, it was a road game. It was whatever.
Eric Blum.
Eli, was there any concern ever to get the tight ends more involved? I know you mentioned it previously, but Daniel Parker hadn't had a multi-touchdown game in his career, and he had 2 tonight. Did you want to get him more involved as well?
We just call plays, man. We're just calling plays. If it's a good play, we call it, and if it goes to the tight end, it goes to the tight end. I think both of them had options to go other places. The quarterback does a nice job of getting it to the guy who was open. I mean, we're not sitting around trying to get Daniel Parker touchdowns. We're calling football plays. So if it happens to work out, great. He answered the bell when his call was ready, ran a great route, that first one. Second one, he was on the shovel, but we had a two-way go on it, and it worked out perfect. But, man, I'm not worried about, who gets it. I'm worried about winning football games.
Dave Matter?
Eli, you made a good point about how this is just second game of the year and you don't want anyone to panic. Is that something you sense this team will handle well? Probably more attention for the fans, but is that a good reminder for everyone?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good reminder for myself. I mean, it's just it's one football game of 12. We fought our butt off. We played hard. We had an opportunity. We didn't get it done. But there's a lot of season left and a lot of fight left in this football team, and that's what I like to see. I mean, they could have easily, in the first half, didn't stop them a single time on third down. They could have easily tucked their tail, and they didn't. They didn't do that. Our team didn't do that. We kept fighting, so that's a good sign. We got to get a lot of things fixed, and we got to do it in a hurry. But we're fighting.
And a final question from Benjamin Hodgman.
Along the lines of just one game and taking positives looking forward, can you describe the toughness you saw from Tyler Beatty in the second efforts and how that can help your team in general?
He's a hell of a football player. I mean, the dude is playing his butt off. He doesn't get very many breaks. He's a factor in both the run game and the pass game, and has to run a lot of routes, a lot of yardage. I mean, he's a really good football player, and we need him to continue to be in order for our offense to have any chance at success.
Thanks, guys. We'll be right back with players.